upper90studios.com.
Is Manchester United getting preferential treatment from the referees again this season? We've got red cards, dives, and phantom penalties, all on today's show.
Let's start with Liverpool against Manchester United. What a big emotional day.
Yeah?
I love this game. It was an awesome game.
Yeah, emotional game. Right from the start, bunch of controversial calls.
Yeah, oh my God. Mark Halsey. I don't know if you saw it, but Evra and Suarez shook hands. I mean, when you think about it, these guys are representing their clubs. They are employees.
I don't know why there's even a handshake in this game, but whatever.
I think there should be. It's just like boxing, man. I mean, in boxing, you know that you're going to go out there and tear each other's heads off, but at the end of the game, you have to respect each other as a human being. I mean, these teams are paying their ridiculous salaries, and then they go out there and misbehave like that and disrespect everyone. It's wrong. And I'm glad to see that they put their differences aside and they shook hands like grown-ups.
Prima donnas.
Yeah, let's start. Lineups. What do you think about Ryan Giggs starting?
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
I mean, I'm sorry. I love Giggsy, but you know what? He should have retired instead of Scholes.
Carrick and Giggs by themselves in the middle does not work.
And that's why there was only Liverpool in 47 minutes of game time.
Look at
the
what
first
happened
47 minutes, it was all Liverpool.
Look at what happened in the Champions League a couple days ago. It was Carrick and Paul Scholes. And what happens? All of a sudden, Carrick pushes forward. He makes a penetrating run. He gives a 1-2 with Kagawa, and he scores. That's never going to happen with Giggs, because Giggs is a senior citizen now. He can't cover more. It's not yoga class, Giggsy. This isn't yoga. It's not time to water your plants in your garden in the backyard. That's not what this is. This is top-level Premier League football with young players at their peak. They're machines.
Giggs comes in with 15 minutes to go when you're winning.
Exactly.
So you can settle and you can hold the score. He can hold the ball. And that's all he's good for. He's not going to sit there and run for 90 minutes.
And he can change the game in the last 30 minutes when everyone else is tired.
Yep.
He comes in and he does something creative and different, and he catches them off guard, and he still has pace. He just can't do it more than twice a game. So it's big problems for Manchester United in the middle. They haven't been resolved. They miss Roy Keane type player. They miss Paul Scholes. I mean, the reliance on Paul Scholes. My goodness.
A really big problem. I mean, we talk about it every show.
We do.
They need a Paul Scholes.
They need a Paul Scholes. Here's another top-notch performance by a United player, Nani. Oh my God. What is wrong with this guy?
I don't know.
He's so frustrating to watch.
Honestly, I don't know who is more frustrating to watch. We're going to talk about this later, but pick a player to annoy the crap out of you. Nani or Gervinho?
Oh my God.
I don't know which one is worse right now.
Oh, I don't know
Other
either.
than the fact that Nani has skill, he's just really, really bad right now. His head's not in the game.
Gervinho is a great athlete. I mean, he tries really hard.
We'll
get to Gervinho. We'll get to Gervinho in a minute.
Yeah, we will.
Let's talk about Nani for a second.
He's been horrible.
Horrible. He falls over at the slightest of touches, gives away possession, can't make a pass for his life. He's trying back heels in his own box. He loses every single 50-50 ball. He's terrible on defense. He tries to take free kicks over Ryan Giggs now and puts it in the stands. He thinks he's Ronaldo. I mean, when's the last time he scored off a free kick?
And he's kicking them like him, too.
And he keeps taking them. Penalty kicks, he takes. It's all about his ego.
Well,
he's not good enough. They should have sold him to Zenit in the summer, is what Ferguson should have done.
As soon as Rooney comes back.
He should be in Russia right now, sitting in a blanket in the stands.
I guess they needed him because I don't think they've won yet with all the $80 million that they spent.
Yeah, that's true.
On those two players. Come back to this game. There was no Manchester United
Ferguson
in the first half.
is losing his patience with Nani, is my point. And he's going to sit him just like he did with Berbatov last year, and his value is going to plummet. And he's going to end up at Juventus next year because of their shirt color, because it's going to match his personality perfectly.
Anyway, there was no Manchester United in the first half.
No.
There just wasn't. It was all Liverpool.
No, you know what? Most of the game, I would say.
Yeah.
Liverpool was as good as Manchester United, a man down.
And Liverpool deserved to score, and they did.
They deserved it. They deserved to score in the first half.
Yeah. And I was going to say, that's classy by Gerrard. I mean, it's a good goal, but I mean, where the hell was the defense?
Well, where the hell is Raphael?
He wants to score goals. He doesn't care about defense.
That's what I'm talking about. Paul Scholes is playing right back.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
I don't know.
38 minutes in, red card. Shelvey. He's crazy. He's a lunatic. This guy is a classic Liverpool player. Heart, determination, courage, no brain.
It's terrible.
I know. The commentator goes, it's an honest attempt at the ball. We've got to say that.
Right.
What? What honest attempt is this? I've never seen such honesty in my life.
It's honestly reckless. Thought that he had broken his leg.
I thought so too. Evans
it
was
looked
lucky.
Broken. I mean, he was just dangling it there, but it wasn't broken. But it looked it for a second.
The Premier League is the only league in the world where they can go in studs up, and just because they win the ball, the refs they won't call it a foul.
Yeah, it's an honest attempt.
Yeah, it's an honest attempt. No, it's not. You can't go in dangerous and reckless like that with your studs showing. Anyway, I thought Mark Halsey did the right thing in that play. He consulted with his staff. He thought it through. It's a big, big decision, a big game. He waited for all the players to calm down, and he goes over and boom, red card right to your face.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was well-deserved. It was a well-deserved red card, and it wasn't his first dangerous tackle. He got warned.
No. Yeah, he got one where he was mouthing off to the ref, and you could read his lips, and he's saying, I went for the ball. I went for the ball. Well, at what expense did you go for the ball? I mean, you can go for the ball and miss and hit somebody in the shin, and you broke their leg. But then let's be fair here. And what about Robin van Persie? 83 minutes in, he goes in hard too, studs up. He catches the player. He catches Suso. I mean, if the guy's leg is planted, it snaps in two.
Yeah.
And I think it was just basically based around reputations. And RVP's got a reputation, and then he's a superstar of the league, and they don't want him out for 2 or 3 games. So they give him a yellow.
You just classified he's a classic Liverpool player.
The classic Liverpool player. Yep.
Yeah.
Bald.
They don't have anybody like that. Carragher,
Gerrard, and they just got rid of Charlie Adam, who's got a thing
oh
for
my God,
Gareth Bale.
I wanted to punch Charlie Adam yesterday. But anyway,
he's got a thing for Gareth Bale, that guy. But they got rid of him, but that's besides the point.
All right, look. So, red card, you think it's going to change the game. It didn't. Liverpool still dominated, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and they deserve that goal.
Let's just keep going with this red card real quick. Eric Wijnaldum. This is what he says at halftime, right? Ready?
Yeah.
In a game of this magnitude, that was a bad call.
Ugh.
Who cares about magnitude, Wijnaldum? Just because it's freaking Manchester United against Liverpool, suddenly you can just go in and tackle whatever way you want?
Eric Wijnaldum has no clue. I don't even know why we quote him on this freaking show, because we really shouldn't.
Yeah. So he continues.
He's useless as an announcer, and he was yelling at Barton the whole time.
Yeah, he keeps. He was
adamant.
He grabbed his arm. Did you see when he grabbed Warren Barton's arm?
Yeah.
Barton looked like he was gonna jump over and bite his head off.
You should have clocked him. I would have loved it.
Yeah, Barton is just staying in his seat, and you can see just bubbling. He's bubbling inside. Like you could see the smoke coming out of his ears every time Wijnaldum opens his mouth.
Oh my God, Fox needs to get rid of freaking Eric Wijnaldum.
Please.
For the love of God, he's ruining it.
He continues. He said, they're fired up. It's a huge game. There are a lot of emotions. Just let them play. And when Warren Barton comes in then, and he goes, so just because you're all fired up, you can just let every tackle go then, huh, Wijnaldum? So it's a big game, so anything goes, right? And Wijnaldum's just shaking his head like, oh, shut your mouth. You know what I mean? Pissed.
He's useless. All right, look, move on. Liverpool dominated. They were the much better team.
Yeah, and then second half, shocker, Paul Scholes, Nani off, Paul Scholes in. I mean, what happens if Scholes gets injured?
They're screwed.
They're third, fourth place team, I think.
Anderson plays.
Anderson comes in. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. Let me talk about these. Let's talk about the 2 penalty calls for each team, one for each team. Suarez first.
Ugh.
I mean, did you see that flop? He barely gets touched in the box.
But he does that all the time. He does it all the time, and that's why he doesn't get calls. Even if it is a foul, which it isn't, he's never going to get that call because referees know him.
Exactly. He built this reputation. Fake. He's a cheater. Not only is he a cheater, he admits to cheating, and he brags about it.
He's a racist, cheating, fill in the blank.
Yeah, exactly. And did you see the flip that he does? He does like a pirouette in the air. He does like a triple axel, figure skating. He's like ice skating.
It's the kung fu flip.
Yeah, and then he raises his arms immediately. He's fine. He's screaming in the air like he just got his leg broken. And then before he's even fallen, he's already raising his arms in the air. Like, oh, penalty. You cheat, and you do this all. He did it during the game. He dove once before in this game. So, of course, you're not going to get the call. You did that to yourself. What goes around comes around. You cheat. So then Valencia's play.
Yeah, that's a dive. That's
It's
horrible.
a dive, too. They're both
Horrible from
dives.
him.
Well, the Suarez is less of a dive, actually, to be honest. Suarez should have been a penalty, I thought.
He's not going to get it, though.
But there was contact, and it's a risky play to go in from behind like that by Johnson. In the box. And their reputations play a part. So then I'm thinking, who the hell is going to take this penalty? Because they've missed like the last 3 or 4.
So, yeah, Van Persie takes it.
Boom, blasted. There's enough pace on it. Reyna got his hands to it, but it's not enough to keep it from going in.
Look, bottom line, United didn't deserve this win.
No, Liverpool deserved the draw, in my opinion,
Yeah.
or the win.
At
Because of their heart.
least the draw. I agree.
At least a draw. And again, they get the lucky calls from the refs. They
Yeah.
got all the calls this game. It's not helping their reputation of getting help from the referees this game. Because they
Yeah.
got every single call.
That's true. It felt that way.
It felt that way. All
Yeah.
the big calls went Man United's way. Again.
I guess Liverpool is not one of the top teams anymore
No.
when it comes to
No, I guess
refereeing.
the Premier League and the FA doesn't really care anymore, I guess.
I guess we'll see the reaction in being Liverpool. Did you watch the first episode of that?
Yeah, I saw it.
It's nice to get the inside view.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those from Chelsea and Mourinho before. They're good.
Yeah.
I love those.
Could have been a different club, I suppose.
I guess you could be a top club. They should have picked the top club.
Yeah. Just
Like,
like the refs were really biased. They're not a
Should've-
top club.
Should have picked like a top club like Everton. Or Swansea or something.
It's not fair.
Anyway.
I like Brendan Rodgers.
He's
So Arsenal.
way out of his league. Let's keep going. So,
Arsenal.
pre-game, Manchester City against Arsenal. The analysts, once again, these guys are just ruining it for me. They're killing the sport in the U.S. Warren Barton is the only guy who knows what he's talking about. Wijnaldum is a waste of space. And they're asked this question, why are Manchester City conceding so many goals this season? Wijnaldum goes first, of course. They miss Nigel de Jong. Javi Garcia doesn't do enough defensively. What?
He was the only one defending.
Exact. Javi Garcia is an excellent defensive midfielder.
Yaya Toure was pointed forward the entire match.
Nigel de Jong barely played last year. He is not the reason why they're conceding these goals. Warren Barton comes in, looks right at Wijnaldum, and he goes, forget Nigel de Jong. The reason why they're conceding so many goals is because Mancini messed with the team in the back. They were so successful last year with their defense, and all of a sudden he's got them all jumbled up.
And we talked about that a couple weeks ago with Lescott sitting out.
Exactly. He keeps messing with Lescott. They won the league last year. He messes with it for some reason, and now you can't keep a clean sheet.
No, and then you've got friction going on between Mancini and Hart in the back too. He doesn't deserve any respect. I mean,
No.
the whole Carlos Tevez thing last year. You know,
brought it
Balotelli.
onto
I mean,
himself.
how many freaking chances is that jackass going to get? Honestly,
Forever. He's always going to get a chance.
when you're that inconsistent as a manager, you're going to get no respect.
No. I mean, he rewards
that's what's
these guys
happening.
for misbehaving by playing them and keeping them on the team sheet.
Now, let's talk about Arsenal because honestly, I liked what I saw from Arsenal today.
Yeah, I've liked what they've done all season so far.
Yeah.
Wenger's got a solid team. I mean, the midfield looks creative. They look like they can hold the ball. They hustle. I love it. I love their midfield better than Manchester United's midfield.
At the moment, they're passing the ball like they were a couple years ago with Van Persie and
Yeah.
Thierry Henry on the team. You know, let's talk about the main attraction, the man of the match, Gervinho. What a disgrace of a player Gervinho
Oh my God.
is.
That first play in the first half where they put a through ball and he's one-on-one with the keeper and he touches about 20 yards in front of him.
Even
It's a
I
Joe
don't
Hart.
do that, and I'm like 50 pounds overweight right now.
He's got the touch of an elephant.
It's horrible. He's
Really bad.
almost as big a flop as Arshavin, honestly.
He had a chance to win it at the end too, and
Yes, he
blasts
did.
it. Blasted with the outside of his foot into like the top row.
He has no intelligence, honestly.
Yeah, he's
And
one
no
of the
skill.
dumbest players. He's one of the dumbest players I think I've ever seen play.
He has a Brazilian-sounding name, but he definitely doesn't know how to play the jogo bonito.
Yeah, they definitely have. He and Nani are competing for some prizes this year. Darwin Award.
Aggravating player of the year. Yeah, ultimately, Arsenal should have walked away with 3 points.
I think
from
so
this game.
too.
They deserved it.
Yeah, they deserve to win that game.
Yeah,
But City, you know what it is? The novelty is over.
yeah.
The honeymoon period is over. Teams are not afraid to play them. They want to show that they're not good enough. They know that it's chaotic in the locker rooms with them. They know the issues with Balotelli. They know that he smokes 3 packs a day of cigarettes. So the fans are probably throwing cigarettes in his face.
You know, everybody's got problems this year, right? Manchester United's midfield. Manchester City, locker room problems. Liverpool, same thing, right?
I
Chelsea.
mean, Arsenal scored some goals, but they're not consistently scoring
No.
the goals.
And then you got Chelsea. I mean, they're not looking that great. So there's problems there too, but I like it because it's keeping things interesting.
They're missing Drogba.
Maybe he'll come back.
Yeah, I hope so. I miss that guy.